Now, let's again look at the multiples of 3, just as we said. If we make 3 jumps, we're going to see the multiples of 3 and we can put a circle around it. So let's make our first 3 jumps. I told you we jump from 0. 0 is somewhere here. So let's make the first jump. 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's get the pen. Our multiples of 3. The first one will be 3. Let's put a circle. Sorry. Now make the next jump. 1, 2, 3. We're going on to 6. Let's make the next one. 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be 9. And on like that till we get to 30. The next one will be 12. Next one will be 15. Next one will be 18. Next will be 21. You just keep counting in threes like that to find the multiples of 3. Now guess what? Do you know that we can divide all our answers by 3 without any leftovers? For example, 3 divide by 3. Let's try that. 3 divide by 3. What's 3 divide by 3? 1. That's 1. 3 divide by 3 is 1. What about 6 divide by 3? Let's try that. 6 divide by 3. What's the answer to that? Remember our fact families. For this division now, we'll probably need to change it to multiplication. What number can we multiply by 3 that will give us 6? 2 times 3. So definitely our answer is 2. No leftovers. Do you see? Any number you divide by 3 from your multiples of 3 will always never have a remainder. Okay? Don't forget that. Now let's go on to the multiples of 6. For the multiples of 6, we make how many jumps? 6 jumps. We find the multiple of 6 and we put a circle around it. So let's try to make the jump. I think this is a better one now. From 0, we make a first jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the first multiple is 6. Multiple of 6. Now let's make the next one and see. We start from 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next one is what? 12. Let's put a circle around it. We start again from 12 and make the next 6 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what's the next one? 18. Those are the multiples of what? 6. Now we start from 18 again and make the next 6 jumps. 1, 2, then from 20 to 21. Let's assume 20 and oh no, that's okay. Still we have 20 here. So 1, 2, from 20 now to 21, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the next is going to be 24. All right, that's how we go on and on to make our multiples of 6. Okay, you can keep putting the circle to find the next one. Now, did you also know that we can divide all our answers from 6, from that 6 we circled? Do you know we can divide all the answers by 6? We can divide all these answers, 6, 12, 18, 24. The next is going to be 30. The next will be 36. Remember, we're counting in 6, making 6 hops. We can divide everything by 3 also, and no leftovers. Of course we can. So let's go on to the next one. Now the multiples of 9. How many jumps are we going to make to find the multiples of 9? 9 jumps. Now, can you try this by yourself? Jump from 0 and keep jumping. What will your first number be? 9. Remember, it's the multiples of 9. So when you make your first jump from 0, you will first of all land on 9. And then you keep counting like that, the next land will be on 18. When you keep counting like that, the next land will be on 27. And on like that. Okay? All right, let's go on ahead. Did you also know that we can divide all our answers by 9 this time? For the 3 and 6, we can divide by 3 without any leftovers. And then for the 6, we can divide also by 6 without leftovers. For the 9, we can divide by 9 without any leftovers. Okay? All right. What do you think this is? These are the multiples of what? This number line shows the multiples of what number? Multiples of 3. See, the first number will always be that same number, multiples of 3. If it was the multiples of 6, 3 will not be in yellow. Okay, the first number to be in yellow will be 0. The next one will be 6 if it was multiples of 6. So these are multiples of 3. Now, do you know, let's now focus on remainders. A remainder is a leftover, yeah? Good. That means when you divide two numbers, there will be some left over. Now, for these multiples of 3, all these numbers in yellow, 3, 6, 9, and 12. The next will be 15, the next will be 18, the next will be 21, 24. Now, with all these numbers in between, as 4 and 5, 7 and 8, 10 and 11, 13 and 14, 16 and 17. Of course, you know 18 is a multiple of 3. So all those numbers you have in between, you can divide them by 3. Okay, it's not that you cannot divide them by 3, but they will have leftovers. Remember that we said earlier that we can divide all the multiples of 3 by 3 and without any leftover. For example, 3 divided by 3, 1. 6 divided by 3, 2. 9 divided by 3, 3. 12 divided by 3, 4. So we don't have any leftovers. Do you notice that? Okay, good. Now what about 10? 10 divided by 3. What about 8? 8 divided by 3. What about 7? What about all these other numbers that are not multiples of 3? Can we divide them by 3? Of course we can, but there will be leftovers. That's the only thing. There will be leftovers, which we call remainders. For example, let's take 4. 4 is not a multiple of 3, so 4 divided by 3. Now, let me show you something that I always show my students if they have any problem with dividing. Just a moment. All right, I usually always do this. 4, 1 stroke, 2 strokes, 3 strokes, and 4 strokes. Remember, we did something like this in year 2 also. Now, it's saying divide by 3, so we're going to make groups of 3 from this. 1, 2, 3. How many groups were we able to make? Just one group, and we have one single one left over here. So our answer will be what? 1, remainder 1, because we have only one group, remaining 1 only. Okay, so that's the answer, 1, remainder 1. Let's try for 11. We'll erase this and try for 11. 11 divided by 3. Let's try that. You might want to count again. 1, 2, Fatma, 3, you remember this, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now let's try to make groups of 3 from it. We'll make groups of 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the first one. We're still making 3 hops. Then we start from the next one. 1, 2, 3. This is gone. 1, 2, 3. This is also gone. 1, 2. This is not up to 3. So how many groups have we made now? We've made 1, 2, 3 groups. And how many leftovers do we have? 2 leftovers. Yeah? So what's our answer for 11 divided by 3? 3, remainder 2. Okay? 3, remainder 2. Now, can you try 8 divided by 3? Can you try that one? Let's clean this up. You try the 8 divided by 3 and see if you have the answer. I'll wait for you for a few seconds to do that. Quick, 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 quick. Still waiting. I'm right here. I'm waiting for you. All right. So what's your answer? 2. Our answer is going to be 2, remainder 2. Who got that correctly? Let's count the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's make groups of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We don't have, this is not going to be up to 3 again. Okay, so we have only 2 groups, so we're going to have 2 here. And how many leftovers? 2. So 2 remainder 2 is the answer. Okay, who got that right? All right, good job. Now let's clean this off. Another thing that I want you to, if there's another faster way you can get this, a smart way as well. Now look at this, for example, this 4 divided by 3. Now what you need to do is, what number can I multiply by 3? What number can I multiply by 3? That will give me a number that is very close to 4. 3 times 1 is the only number. 3 times 1 will give me 3. 3 is less than 4. It's not more than 4. But if I use 3 times 2, 3 times 2 will give me 6. 6 is already more than 4. So I cannot use 3 times 2. So it means I can only use 3 multiplied by 1, which means my answer must be 1. And if I multiply 3 by 1, I have 3. So my remainder, my leftover will be what? Just minus 4. 3 minus 1, 4 minus 3 rather. I'll have 1 left. If that's difficult for you, you can leave it and just make the counts just like we did the other time. For example, 8 divided by 3. 8 divided by 3. What number can I multiply by this 3? That will give me a number close to 8. Now let's do the times table. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 2, 6. 6 is a number close to 8. Now 3 times 3, 9. Oh, we can't use that because 9 is already more than 8. But I can use 3 times 2, right? Yes. So I can use 3 times 2, which is 6. So that means this place has to be 2. Remember our fact family, 3 times 2 is supposed to be 6. Okay, but since we have 8 here, that means we have 2 leftovers. 2 is the only number you can multiply 3 by that will give you a number close to 8. So 3 times 2, 6, and I have 2 leftovers. Okay, I can use 3 because if I use 3, it will already be more than 8. 3 times 3 will be 9. So it's not going to work that way. If you don't understand this one or you have any difficulties doing that, you can always use the counting method. Okay, all right, let's go ahead. What's our learning outcome? What did we learn? Now we know how to find the multiples of 3, 6, and 9. We can also recite the 3, 6, and 9 times table. I told us that we must be able to do that. And we can also make calculations with remainders. That's the one we just did now.